On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. In motion, the tight end. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Cook following the penalty. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Franks. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. And it's 3rd and 5. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen, the man in motion left. Franks now. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now Cook running right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll run with Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the Colts 10-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 18-yard line.
Slot man moves right. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Colts 7, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That one goes for 30 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Cook up the gut. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up
on 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings Colts are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Now Franks. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Franks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Second down at 7. They run once more with Taylor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. The Franks looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Julian Blackmon bringing him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Five yards remain on second down. Now Mayfield. And Cook has it, left side. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 43-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
They may have the edge.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Vikings 33-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Setting up play action. Franks out to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Franks dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Bradshaw. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Ball in a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
In motion left goes Allen. They'll run here with Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. Bradshaw. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3-yard line.
Here we go on 4th down. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Baker. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, we could have had our shutout.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opening. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Indianapolis, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.